Hi guys and welcome to the future. This is of course the Volkswagen ID.3, the car that everybody has been waiting for so long. It's finally here, we can finally drive it. In this video I'm not gonna talk about the specs too much, I'm gonna talk about the driving experience, how it feels to drive, how the quality is, what emotion does this car give me. And I only have an hour or so with this car, so bear with me. You are basically learning the car with me. So what it is, this is the first edition. The first edition has three sort of lines. Standard, I think it was the Plus, and then the Pro. This is the Pro version with the most amount of options you can get in the ID.3. So basically this is the top of the line, not the biggest battery, because after some time you will be able to buy a bigger, I think it was a 77 kilowatt hour battery. This is a 58 kilowatt hour battery. And first impressions, inside it's futuristic. It has this wow factor that's missing in most of the Golfs and brand new cars these days. Even the e-Golf, which is basically the predecessor of this car, it was missing some of the pizzazz, you know. It wasn't just a interesting car, it was still a Golf. This is a brand new car on a brand new platform, the MEB platform, on which Volkswagen will base many of these, you know, ID or future electric models. There will be a bus, there will be an ID.4 which has already been announced. I'm sure there will be an ID 3.5 Passat, Touareg, whichever they will call it. Basically the whole range of Volkswagen cars will be... What the Shut up. So basically the whole range of Volkswagen cars will be electric in the near future. And this is the start of it all. This is how most of these cars will be laid out. Small digital display. Gone is the era of the big digital dashboard which has speed, navigation, etc. Right now, what you need is basically speed, and all of the, you know, other information, navigation, vehicle information, settings, climate control, audio controls, they are all situated up here. And as I said, I was learning the car with you. First impressions, I'm liking this car more than I thought I would, because let's be honest, this is still a very expensive car. Because the first edition, I think the car that I'm driving is roughly 50,000 euros. Second cheapest is 45, and I think the most pop standard version of the first edition is around 40,000 euros. Yes, Volkswagen will offer these cars cheaper, and there will be a base version which will be called the Pure. It will start from around 30,000. Nice GT3, by the way. It will start from around 30,000 euros, and consider that you will probably get, depending on where you live, a nice government grant. In Estonia it's 5,000 euros. This car will be cheaper than the base level Golf, basically, and you will get much more equipment for the price. It's a different car, it's a wow factor car, and it will save you lots of money on the monthly basis. Some calculations have said that you will save roughly 7 euros per month comparing this car to a regular petrol powered Golf, for example. But in my mind, if I did the calculations, it will be more than that, because there are so many benefits of driving an electric car. For example, in some cities you can park for free in the city area zone. In Estonia you can also use the bus lanes for free, and no police will ever chase you. So there are many benefits of driving an electric car rather than still keeping up with the petrol powered machines. So yeah, this is the future, and I quite like it. It's different, it's very quiet, it's very modern, it's sleek looking. For an electric vehicle that will probably do comfortably around 350 kilometers of range, depending of course the weather, how you drive it, etc. But these new regulations, the WLTP regulations, they are pretty harsh, and if a manufacturer says or claims that a car will do 400 kilometers, I probably will believe them. I probably will. Okay. Ooh, regen braking is really fun. It works like a charm. I'm not braking actually. I'm not braking. I'm going into the roundabout, not braking. This is very interesting. Huh. Interior quality. What it's like on the interior. And I have to say, it feels a lot better than it looks. The seats are sort of microfiber cloth material. They are very futuristic. There is no full leather option on this car because it's all animal friendly, etc. Boohoo. The leather is trimmed in a nice leathery material. I think this is real leather, but I'm not sure. Maybe it's not. No plastic materials you can feel. It's all fairly nice to touch and feel. The handle, door handle, just as the Skoda Enyaq was, it's quite cheap, and yeah, this is a thing that you will touch on a everyday basis. I think they should have made it a bit more of a quality item, but okay, so be it. Leather here, a bit of a hard plastic here. Same theme continues here. Middle console, it's very funky looking, and I do like that it is so practical. You have your phone slot, your key slot, your drinks slots, so to say, and of course you have USB Type-C charging. It is very modern all the way. So as a whole, I am quite surprised, and it is a fast car. I think it was quoted 7.5 to 100 kilometers an hour. I will show you a draggy clip of the acceleration right now. But yeah, as a city car, as a city runabout, this is absolutely plenty fast. You do not need a faster car than this. And let's be honest, it's not far behind a Volkswagen Golf GTI, which will do, like, I think it was in the beginning of 6 seconds to 100 kilometers an hour. Since this has the low down torque and no, hesitation whatsoever, I'm pretty sure that actually this car will nail the Golf GTI to, let's say, 30 kilometers an hour or so. It's really nippy actually. And it's quiet inside as well. The future is electric and I like it. You get some nice futuristic sounds like going around there. Let's go take some pictures here, shall we? Take a quick look on the outside as well. So let's before we go outside, let's quickly talk about the interior design language. So the screen is tilted towards the driver. It's a driver focused setup. I quite like it. It's easier to read than a, just middle mounted thing. So what's the screen like? It's like an iPad. It's just a bit more laggy. And it is laggy. I don't know why, but it is laggy. And most of these Volkswagen, back group screens are a bit laggy. So maybe it's a software thing. Maybe it will, be updated. But okay, so it's charging. Okay, but yeah, it's easy to use. It's generally very nice graphics. I like it. Thank God Volkswagen have used some buttons. So you have menu. It's sort of a haptic feedback button, by the way. You have climate, assists. It's quite laggy. Come on, assists now. No? mode. It will not give me mode. You see, here, I'm touching it, but nothing happens. Huh. Okay, let's see. Mode. Nothing happens. Okay, so this thing is bugged. Something is wrong with it. I'm not gonna be too harsh with it. I'm just gonna say it's not finished properly. Heated seats, yes. But this is a thing that I wish they still had a button for. What I use in a car for buttons mainly, in the wintertime, I like to defrost my front screen just with a button. I like my heated seats with just one button. I like to change my driving mode with just one button. Thank God it's available here. But for the heated seats, for example, you see this icon here, you push it, and then you have to go to a separate screen to use it. It's just a bit more of a hassle than it should be, I think. They should have kept a small button like here somewhere for the heated seats, and then I wouldn't complain one bit, I think. What else I like? Stop and play buttons. How cool and cute is this, huh? Handrests, very nice and very handy, very neat. Let's just use, by the way, this is the gear selector now. So if you put your feet on the pause button, which is the brake, the car will start, and you can put it into D or into B, which is regen. It uses more of a regen than the D, and then you can toggle between. If you want to use reverse, you can pull it towards you. Then you have a reversing camera and parking sensors, obviously. If you want to put it in park, push this button and it's in park. Let's quickly take a look on the outside. Now this is the key. It's a very funky looking key. Actually, I think it's exactly the same as the Skoda Enyaq's was. So very nicely designed, laid out. Of course, this car has comfort access, but unfortunately only on the front doors. Rear doors don't have sensors. This is a big mistake, I think. These are 20-inch alloys. 20-inch. These are too big. I think they look actually bad on this car. I'd prefer a smaller size. The boot is funky looking. Just look at the layout here. It's nice, but it is different. Let's just say that. The boot itself is fairly large. You have some under storage down here. Of course, you can fold the seats flat, and you will fit some bags in here, no problem. But the key feature about this car is that it is a bit bigger than the Golf, or I think it's roughly the same size as the Golf, but the wheelbase is a lot longer, which means although on the outside it is the size of a Volkswagen Golf, on the inside it should be like a Passat. And well, it's not. It's not even close. On some test drives on YouTube, I saw that people mentioned that this is a Passat on the interior. No, it's not. It's not even close. The legroom is decent for a long journey, but this is not Passat interior room, so to say. And by the way, the seats are very tilted, so I think this will be a comfortable ride on a long journey. I think. I'm not sure, I haven't driven it a long time, but I'm guessing. You have a nice soft handrest. Of course, you have a ski hatch, which you can open like this. Let's go close them up. What I do like is the big panoramic sunroof. It opens this car up so much. There are many different interior packages. This is definitely not one of my favorite. I think I would prefer the one with the white steering wheel and orange brown accents around the car. It just looks that much better. design language wise, this is the future. This is so futuristic. This looks absolutely nothing that we have on the road right now. This is so much different. And I drove the car like, I don't know, 10 kilometers here. Everybody was staring at it. Everybody. As far as the attention goes, this is basically a bright yellow Lamborghini. Anywhere people will look at it, trust me. And it makes this, you know, futuristic sound as well, so people will hear it as well. I do like the looks of it, but I'm not sure that it's worth 50,000 euros. For 30,000 euros or 25, I think it's a bargain. If you get the top of the line, you know, 50,000 euro car, you also get ergo active seats with massaging function. These are also electric, so easy to use if you have different drivers. Yeah, and what else is new? You also have a new panel for the lights, and everything is sort of touch screen, by which I mean that every button you use is like a haptic button. I'm not sure I'm liking it. I wish they kept the original buttons or made it a bit more differential, because it is so easy to mess up the buttons. And let's say you wanna turn down the music, you will activate voice control. Oops. So I guess I have little to add. This is a very nice car with some problematic features, but then again, it's so funky, it's so good looking. It has this wow factor that has been missing from cars for quite a lot of years actually. I think all of the first edition cars are already sold out, but the one to keep an eye on is the cheapest version of the ID.3 that will arrive most likely in the beginning of next year. That will be under 30,000 euros or so about. Add some options, some different paintwork. Currently there are only 3 available. This car also has a 5-year warranty. I think it was 8 years for the battery or 160,000 kilometers. But Volkswagen actually says that this car will have 70% of its battery still remaining after 160,000 kilometers or 8 years, which is really good. So no range anxiety, no thinking, oh, my battery is gonna die and it's gonna be expensive to repair. I think it's not an issue anymore. So yeah, it makes a nice sound as well. But I think that was it. Thank you for watching, guys, and see you soon. Bye bye.